Well, that is it. Manchester City's last game at the Etihad for this season, 2024-2025. We are in third place currently, only mathematically, I believe, needing only a point. We're in pole position to qualify for next season's Champions League. Our last game will be at the Craven Cottage against Fulham, and this was Kevin De Bruyne's last game at the Etihad. 3-1, should have been 3-0. We shouldn't have conceded that goal, but regardless, a lot of positives today, a lot of emotions. Let's get on with the reaction.
Kevin De Bruyne!
Obviously, first of all, I'm going to be talking about the opponents. Bournemouth, I don't really have too much to say other than I love Iraola. I think he's one of my favorite managers in the league. I thought Dean Huijsen, played pretty well. I thought Tyler Adams was incredible in terms of tracking back, and his box-to-box play was very good. And his strength, I thought Semenyo was causing us a lot of problems. Kerkesh wasn't too good in that first half, but then he picked it up. Now, in terms of our defense, not too much to say other than Matheus Nunes is absolutely incredible. He is winning the hearts of more and more Manchester City fans as weeks go by. He was our best defender today. A lot of incredible shot-stopping decision-makings that he did in that first half to deny players like Evan Nielsen, Semenyo. He absolutely skinned Kerkez a couple of times. He was absolutely wonderful, Matheus Nunes. This is why he should be playing more and more games. He didn't play the last two games, and shock, we lose in the FA Cup final and we tie Southampton. Next up is our midfield, and honestly, I was absolutely blown away. It was like all three of our uncles in midfield, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, and Ilkay Gundogan, turned back the clocks. They were absolutely scintillating. Kovacic, one of my favorite, just a unique player, very interesting player. I love the way he plays football. Those little passes, those first touch passes that he does in the middle of the park into an oncoming midfielder running inside like Bernardo Silva, and then Bernardo Silva passes it to, I think, Josko Gvardiol, who couldn't get the cross in time, but regardless, it's those little moments that Kovacic does on the field that makes me love him. Ilkay Gundogan, my uncle, absolutely incredible game. Amazing strength and ball control to shield away opponents and keep possession of the field. Ilkay Gundogan is absolutely scintillating, but Bernardo Silva I thought was the best of the three uncles in our midfield. He turned back the clocks about 5 years. This was 2018, 2019 Bernardo Silva. This was Centurions and domestic quadruple Bernardo Silva. He is a joy to watch when he actually tries and he stops passing the ball back. He is a joy to watch when he dribbles players, when players are about to get the ball, but it's Bernardo Silva, one of the best ball controls I've ever seen from a football player. He was absolutely incredible. In terms of our attack, I thought Erling Haaland, again, it is a low block again that he's facing today. This system is completely wasting his potential, in my opinion. In terms of pure finishing and striker ability, I think he is the best striker in the world. But if we're going to take form and results, is Erling Haaland even top 5 in the world? He is obviously the best for me, but taking this from an unbiased lens, there's players like Gyökeres, Lewandowski, Harry Kane, Lautaro Martinez. Erling Haaland barely makes the top 5 in my opinion in the world, and we are wasting his potential. We need to find him in space a lot more often. We need to utilize his strengths more often and play a lot more counterattacks, because if we don't do that, these sideways passes for 90 minutes, it's leaving a lot of potential untouched for Erling Haaland. It's just going to get worse and worse. Obviously, a goal of the season contender from Omar Marmoush. My favorite part about that entire endeavor was Omar Marmoush went up to Pep Guardiola and just said, Habibi, my friend, fuck your tactics. Fuck sideways passing for 90 minutes. Let me have a crack from 25, 30 yards out, and boom, one of the best goals I've seen a Manchester City player score in the last 5 years. I'm not even kidding. That was absolutely superb. The dip on that shot from Omar Marmoush, absolutely scintillating. When I buy next season's jersey, I think I'm going to get an Omar Marmoush jersey because I am so freaking excited to see this guy from beginning to end next season. Omar Marmoush, scintillating, almost scored on that free kick. That was a lot closer than what people would have actually thought. Just a little bit better placement with his right foot, just a little bit better positioning with his body over the ball, and that would have dipped. Very similar to his goal. That was absolutely scintillating. Marmoush, take a bow, son. Obviously, with the introduction of Rodri, I almost fell into tears because it was just that emotional for me. The Ballon d'Or winner, the best player in the world, we're not taking injuries into account. And that double pivot that I saw with Nico Gonzalez was just beautiful to see, even for the brief moments that we saw it. I honestly think that a midfield trio of Rodri, Tahani Reinders, and Nico Gonzalez would be absolutely scintillating to watch. That is mouth-watering to say the least. Shout out to Nico Gonzalez. The composure on that finish was just everything. He had a runner to his left, but he decides to take on 2 or 3 Bournemouth players, and my God, that finish is exactly what we needed. That shot was a combination of both a shot in itself and a pass. The footwork and the ability and the technical ability on that shot was immaculate. Nico Gonzalez, I cannot wait to see this guy play more football. And Kovacic gets a red card. That means Nico Gonzalez could start against Fulham. And last but not least, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne's last game for Manchester City at home at the Etihad, and the tributes by the Manchester City fans were nothing short of brilliant. The tifos, the lights, the messages from Khaldoon, and everybody in Manchester City, all of our players, our staff, everybody was emotional to say the least. I was almost on the verge of tears watching that on my television. Pep Guardiola was crying. This is something that I knew was going to happen. And honestly, it's like I've said in previous videos, I'm not sad that it's over. I'm happy that it happened. And I think it's time that we as fans look at the trajectory of Kevin De Bruyne's career and kind of use that thinking and give a lot more hope and praise and optimism about our new transfers of Tahani Reinders and possibly even Morgan Gibbs-White, because, like I said, the best players in football history, most of them weren't superstars at 19, 20, 21, 22 years old. Kevin De Bruyne is a perfect example of this. He's been through so many trials and tribulations and a lot of difficult moments in his career, passed around by multiple different clubs, being labeled as a reject from Chelsea, goes to Wolfsburg, doesn't have the best of starts, but then he becomes the best player in the league with a prime Arjen Robben and Frank Ribéry in the midfield. Kevin De Bruyne's career trajectory gives me a lot of optimism and a lot of hope, because Tahani Reinders and Morgan Gibbs-White are both 25 and 26 years old. Florian Wirtz is not coming, and a lot of City fans, including myself, are very sad because he is a genuine superstar. I believe that Florian Wirtz is a top 5 player in the world, but that doesn't mean that Morgan Gibbs-White and Tahani Reinders can't be world superstars in the future. And if there's anybody that we can relate the trajectory of those two possible signings to, it is Kevin De Bruyne. There's not many players in my life that I've seen play that I can honestly say that it was an absolute privilege to watch you play. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne is one of those players, the best midfielder in Premier League history. Whenever I think of Kevin De Bruyne, I will think of that image that I saw on the tifo from the Manchester City fans. Him on the ground tying his shoelaces after we go 2-0 down against Aston Villa. And I will never forget that for as long as I live. It was on my 22nd birthday. I was at Amity Hall in New York with the supporters club, and watching that unfold, the guy next to me said, "We're going to come back," as soon as he saw that. And I looked at him, I said, I hope so too, man. If anybody can do it, it's Kevin De Bruyne. It is this team, Manchester City. He is a legend of this club, he is a legend of this league, and he is a legend of this sport. I can't even begin to even come up with more adjectives to describe Kevin De Bruyne. He is one of those players where words will never be able to fully showcase, the meaning and the true brilliance and beauty of this football player. You need to see him play with your own eyes. You need to be able to watch a game and see the way he thinks. One of the most intelligent players I've ever seen in my life. The most intelligent player that Thierry Henry has ever seen. Some of the best players in football history have called De Bruyne the best in the world and the best they've ever seen. This guy is an absolute legend, and I wish him nothing but the best going forward. Even though he's leaving, City fans all over the world, and especially City fans at the Etihad and in Manchester, will continue to sing Kevin De Bruyne's song for the next several years. It will never die out. This is a man who sacrificed his hamstring to give us a Champions League trophy. Those performances in that treble-winning season is a stuff of legend. I cannot begin to even express my gratitude for this man. Kevin De Bruyne, I wish you and your family the best of luck going forward. You are the best midfielder I have ever seen in my life, and I will remember every every single pass, every single moment, every emotional moment, every angry moment, everything. Good luck, my friend, and of course, let me know your thoughts about today's match, how you're feeling about Kevin De Bruyne's departure, Omar Marmoush's goal, Nico Gonzalez, and the return of Rodri. I want to know everything. Let me know down in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time.